There are more people alive today who feel numb than who feel happy. That's real. Studies are showing emotional numbness, flatness, is rising faster than anxiety and depression. It's like people aren't even sad anymore. They're just disconnected, zombified, like they're walking through their own life with the volume turned all the way down. That's scarier than sadness. At least sadness means something still matters. But numbness? That means the system's been overloaded for so long it finally shut itself off to survive. You ever feel like that? Like you're showing up technically, like your body's going through the motions, but mentally and spiritually you're just watching yourself from a distance? You scroll past a funny meme and don't laugh. You hear good news and don't even react. You wake up more tired than when you went to sleep. You're not even fully here. And maybe you've gotten so good at pretending to be fine, even the people closest to you don't realize you've quietly disappeared inside your own life. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you to drink more water or journal or start a morning routine with 15 affirmations and a protein smoothie. I'm here to say this. You are not broken. You are just overloaded, overstimulated, over-notified, over-pressured, over-connected to everyone, and under-connected to yourself. Because we live in a world that glorifies being on, being visible, being productive, being liked, being accessible, being online. You're supposed to be a personal brand and a therapist and a goal-chasing machine and a Zen monk and a great texter and a flawless communicator. And also, please don't forget to exfoliate and read 3 books a month and drink 90 ml of water. You're supposed to keep showing up with sparkle in your eyes while quietly crumbling inside. We are burning out on being human. And so we adapt. We cope. We shrink. We go silent. We ghost our own needs. We stop dreaming because dreaming just reminds us of how far away we feel from who we used to be. We stop resting because rest makes us feel guilty. We stop feeling deeply because it's just too much. And eventually, something inside you just clicks off, and you don't even notice it happen. Until one day you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling thinking, how did I get here? When did I stop feeling like myself? That question, that moment, that is the wake up. That is the quiet earthquake your soul sends when it's time to come back home to yourself. Because the truth is, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do isn't to push harder. It's to pull away. Sometimes you don't grow by adding more. You grow by unplugging from everything that isn't actually helping you become who you're meant to be. And that's what disappearing really is. It's not running away. It's not quitting. It's choosing to reset before you collapse. It's saying, I'm not available for the noise anymore. I'm busy remembering who I am. Disappearing doesn't mean isolating. It doesn't mean ghosting your friends or deleting everything and moving to a cabin in the woods and changing your name to Moonlight or something. It just means stepping away long enough to hear your own voice again. It means unsubscribing from the chaos. It means putting the phone down and touching grass like it's a lifeline, because right now it is. It means remembering that you are not your inbox. You are not your notifications. You are not your unread texts or the story views or the pressure to always be on. You are a living, breathing, changing, evolving being, and you're allowed to hit pause. You need to hit pause because clarity doesn't come when you force it. It comes when you make space for it. Space to breathe, space to feel, space to not be performing. You ever restart your phone because it's glitching? It's lagging, freezing, flipping between apps on its own, typing things you didn't type, crashing every time you open something important. And you don't throw it away, right? You don't assume it's broken forever. You just restart it. Why? Because you know it's doing too much at once. Too many tabs open. Too many updates running in the background. Too many hidden processes draining the battery. So what do? You hold down the button, shut it all the way off, and give it a second to breathe. And when it turns back on, it runs smoother, cleaner, stronger, same phone, different energy. That's what disappearing is. It's not deleting who you are. It's not erasing your life. It's just a reboot for your soul, for your nervous system, for your identity that's been stretched too thin across 1,000 expectations. It's not a meltdown, it's maintenance. It's you saying, hold up, I need a minute. I've got too many emotional tabs open, and none of them are loading right. Let me be clear. Disappearing is not about giving up. It's not defeat. It's not weakness. It's a conscious decision to step out of the noise before the noise becomes your identity. It's about coming back, not as a performance version of yourself, but as you, stronger, softer, calmer, more in touch, more honest, realigned. It's not checking out, it's checking in with what actually matters. It's choosing to hear your own intuition again after months of everybody else's voices being louder than your own. It's muting the chaos long enough to remember what your thoughts sound like. Not the algorithm, not your fear, not what you think people expect of you, but the real, grounded, inner you who's been quietly waiting for a turn to speak. And look, I know it's scary. Stillness is terrifying when you've built your whole identity around doing, around being useful, around staying busy so you don't have to feel what's been hiding in the silence. And that's where it hits hardest. Stillness doesn't just give you peace, it gives you truth. It shows you everything you've been avoiding. It cracks open the box where you've been stuffing the I'm not enough, the I'm falling behind, the I can't keep pretending I'm fine stuff. And yeah, that's heavy, that's uncomfortable. But if you're willing to sit with it, just sit, not fix, it softens, it transforms. It becomes something else. It becomes a quiet kind of knowing that can't be shaken, a rootedness, a remembering, not of who the world wanted you to be, but who you've always been beneath the pressure. Because that's the truth, isn't it? You're not lost, you're just buried. Buried under roles, buried under schedules, buried under shoulds and somedays and the endless pressure to keep up. But when you disappear from the noise, you reappear in your life. Fully, finally. Not as someone trying to prove something, but as someone who finally knows they don't have to. So here's what I want you to do, not for me, for you, before you click to the next thing, before the next dopamine drip pulls you into another loop. Just pause. Just 5 minutes. No noise, no music, no scrolling. Just you, sitting with you. Set a timer if it helps. Breathe. Let the weirdness come. Let the silence stretch out. Let the itchiness happen. That's detox. That's the nervous system unhooking from the world for a minute. And if it feels uncomfortable, good. That means you're finally in a room with yourself again, and you might be surprised by what you hear. And listen, if anything I said hit somewhere deep, if you felt seen or cracked open, or even just relieved that someone finally said it, don't keep that to yourself. Share this. Send it to one person, someone you love, someone who's been tired in a way they don't talk about, someone who maybe forgot how to pause. Pass this moment on. Let it be the permission slip they've been waiting for. Because this isn't the end. This is the intermission. This is the breath before the breakthrough. This is where you stop sprinting and start walking toward yourself again. This is where things stop being urgent and start being true. And when you come back from this pause, whenever you're ready, you won't come back as the same version of you. You'll come back as someone lighter, someone clearer, someone who knows that peace isn't a reward you earn from suffering. It's something you claim by choosing yourself without guilt. You are not falling behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are becoming. So go, not to escape, but to remember. Be still, be unavailable. Be alone, not lonely, just with yourself. And when the time feels right, come back, new, whole, ready. Not because you hustled your way into healing, but because you gave yourself the grace to rest long enough to reconnect. That's the art of